For police across this country, body cameras are becoming the norm. A survey released earlier this year said they're already being used or will soon be used by 95% of the country's largest police departments. And Lexington Police started a pilot program for body cameras back in 2014, but they haven't added them yet, saying they wanted a solid policy first, along with a way to record and store the data for more than 400 officers. Delano Massey investigates the truth about body cams.
All right. Set for that.
Set for that.
Is that your pipe?
Yeah.
Okay, I see a rock. I see two rocks that just fell.
These small devices are considered truth tellers, an objective way to separate fact from fiction. But when it comes to transparency, point of view matters.
Most of the time, there's just a few people that know what really happened during an encounter with law enforcement and citizens.
Assistant Chief Dwayne Hallman says the department is trying to find a vendor that can supply cameras for about 400 officers. They also need them to provide storage for all of the video that is going to be recorded.
The retention policies for body cam recordings varies state by state.
Snowden Becker, an audio-visual preservationist at UCLA, says cameras will not solve all of the issues facing police officers, but it is a start.
The technologies by themselves won't produce greater transparency or accountability, but they can be a really important tool in that effort.
The police shooting of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri 2 years ago sparked national unrest and a push for the body cameras.
There's a reason they're being asked to do this, and it's a legitimate reason, that there are people who have concerns about their personal safety, the safety of their communities, and the ability to trust the people that we are asking to keep the peace.
Lieutenant Eric Lowe, who is responsible for implementing the body camera program, says the challenge is not in getting the cameras.
Buying the cameras is the easy part. The hard part is, what do you do with all the video? How do you store it?
We will probably be holding on to these files long after the cameras that were used to create them and the systems that we're using to access the files have become obsolete.
Every patrol officer has one.
UK Police Chief Joe Monroe has about 50 patrol officers using the cameras. Their video is stored on servers for the university's multi-million-dollar surveillance system. Storage was a big hurdle to clear, but there was another.
The officers really were skeptical at first.
Don't reach in your pocket.
After more than a year, Monroe says officers are starting to accept the cameras.
After several incidents where they have found that frivolous complaints against the officer have been taken care of because the body cam footage actually shows that the officer did not do anything wrong. So they're very supportive of them.
Drawing from those types of experiences is why Lexington Police have taken their time implementing their body camera program. They have spent months testing equipment and getting feedback on their policy from local prosecutors, the ACLU, Human Rights Commission, and the NAACP. They have also visited with several other departments that already have cameras.
We're trying to learn the lessons that those agencies learn so that we can try to avoid making the mistakes they make.
Holman says they want to get it right. He acknowledged that national cases like Michael Brown's or Sam DuBose in Cincinnati have made it clear that this is the direction that they need to move into.
We pay attention to that, and though they necessarily haven't happened here, at least not in recent years, it's something that's important for us. We have to stay in tune with that, and we know that what happens nationally affects our citizens here.
The technology isn't perfect, but it is what we have, and Becker says paying attention to the past is a good way to make improvements for the future.
What those recordings have given us the opportunity to do is look at how policing is done and verify that there are problems with that. And it's made it possible for police to improve their practice from within, but it's also made it possible for us to argue that there is a need for change.
Delano Massey, WKYT.
Lexington Mayor Jim Gray put $600,000 into the city's budget to start the Lexington Police Camera Program. And both he and the police chief say they're committed to the program, and Lexington Police will receive additional funding in next year's budget.